Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the latest Raging Battle variant that has come to DB Legends, and that is the Raging Battle for Super Saiyan Rose, which is basically a nice color, or change the color, I think it's called, yeah. Quite the color, huh? There we go. And basically in this event there are 30 stages, and in these 30 stages you can earn 1,000 Chrono Crystals and 30 Spring First Time medals, which is pretty good stuff if I'm being honest. It's actually quite reasonable rewards. And obviously you can also earn things like slot removers, and if you take on the special stage, things like platinum coins, slot removers, and sparking medals, which is all really good stuff. Now, how Raging Battles work is basically you have a limited run of characters, all fairly simple, and with these different bonus battle characters you take on the event and basically clear it 5 stages at a time. Every 5 stages that you clear, you will come to a kind of boss battle, and this boss battle will feature the rewards for that section, and they exponentially get bigger and bigger. So they start off at 50 Chrono Crystals, and then they go to 100 Chrono Crystals, and then 200, etc, etc. So it's a pretty simple process. Beat the fights, clear every 5th boss stage, and you'll get a whole bunch of Chrono Crystals, which I think personally is pretty good rewards, and to be honest it's fairly accessible. There's not too much really to keep in mind beyond that. There's no bonus missions under the event mission tab, there's nothing like that. So it's all a fairly simple process. One thing I will say, of course, as with anything really, you do want to be aware of a couple of things. One, the AI is not anything spectacular. Hyperdimensional carp, etc. All these things are far more detailed kind of fights than what you're going to be doing here that require far more mechanics. These are very heavily dependent on your battle bonus characters. There are also some challenges for each of these 5 stages. Again, nothing crazy, most of them with clearing it with 2 or less characters, and without using Rising Rush, and without getting casualties, which by the by is not too difficult, but is obviously something important. The battle bonus characters will change every 5 stages. Well, every stage pretty much, but predominantly every 5 stages. Hero units will get buffed, extreme units will not be allowed, etc. And these will change throughout the event. So it's good to change your team consistently throughout the event to obviously maximize how well you do. And yeah, that is basically it. Honestly, there's not too much else really that I would say you're going to want to do too preeminently. Obviously, you want to try and, I would say, keep track of everything and obviously be on top of everything, but I don't think there's like major combat based necessities. So that's pretty much the entire premise behind it. What we're going to do is we're going to jump ahead to around floor 20, just a decent ways in, so you can see how things change a little bit, see how the battle bonuses change, and obviously just see something a bit higher up. I would say getting to floor 20 and 25 is probably not the hardest in the world, and when I say the hardest, I mean I think most players should be able to get access to that stage without banging their head against a wall. Obviously it definitely can go the other direction and you could possibly struggle a little bit, but I think in general players shouldn't have a massive problem with getting at least to here, and I would say 25 is also probably a very reasonable juncture point. From then on it will get progressively more difficult, so you're just going to have to persevere. Obviously the latest summonable characters or things like that will be most beneficial to you. I think it would be foolish to think that it's not beneficial to have the top like units or the top options or things like that when you're taking on these events. It's kind of how they make them up, and it's kind of how they design these events to function. So really you shouldn't be that surprised that these mechanics exist, especially when we have things like raids, extreme battles, bonus characters, etc. It's just very yeah, in the Legends DNA. With that being said, of course, yeah, the AI is not the greatest, so I don't think it's that daunting. It's just more managing not getting hit by the attacks as well. Ideally with gear, you also want to obviously be on top of things, because gear can be you know, a determining factor in how well you do. I would refrain from using the auto battle function, as tempting as it may be, and you can definitely use it early on. It starts to obviously get you some negative results at some points, so just be aware of that before you start to kind of run around doing all of these things. Now with that being said, I think that is pretty much covering everything you need to know about Raging Battle. Obviously guys, it's just a fun game mode with some pretty good rewards, so I don't think people need to you know, go too hard at it. You don't need to grind it out. It's actually pretty good rewards, even getting to floor 20. Like it's pretty decent stuff. So I think in general players should have a fairly good time and should net out some really solid rewards. But yeah, that's gonna cover everything from me. I don't think there's anything else that I need to mention, and I'm sure most of you guys will have a decent time. Obviously, you know, as always guys, please try your best, and if you are getting frustrated, give me a shout in the comments, and I'll try my best to help you out and give you some team guidance or things like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I wish you guys luck in getting your Chrono Crystals. A lot of you are probably going to use them just like me for getting a chance at Ultra Goku Rose or Super Saiyan Rose. So yeah, that's going to be it from me. See you guys next time. Till then, bye.